Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, as you can read from the title, I'm going to be doing a haul video, and it kind of doesn't really make sense because I've used a lot of these products already on camera, but I had to do the haul after because they didn't all come in at the same time, and I could not wait to get my hands into some of these products. I've used every single one of them. Let me just double check. Yes, I've used every single one of them, and I've been using them the past couple of days. So if I have like a formulated opinion, then I'll share them with you. But if I'm still trying them out, I at least can give you a little bit of a rundown. So if you're interested in my recent makeup pickups, I hope you decide to stay tuned. Let's get straight into it. So I'm going to be starting off with some tools. I actually picked up these 4 brushes. These are Rephr brushes, and I believe it's called the Crease set. It initially runs for, I believe, $94, but it was on sale for $55. I've really been wanting to try their brushes, and it being such a good steal, I decided just to pick it up. So this runs from the number 12 to 15. So starting off with the number 12, this one here is pretty much a standard pencil brush, a little bit thicker, but I also think that it's softer as well. So I would prefer something with this kind of fluffiness and softness to smudge shadow on the lower lash line. Here we have the number 13, and it is a domed blending brush, and I personally like this just to get really deep into the outer corner. I would call this an outer corner brush. And then we have the number 14, which is the tapered version of the number 13, and it is a little bit longer, so I prefer this to kind of carve out the crease and maybe blend it up a little bit. That's what I used it for, at least. And then the number 15, this is a really good like blending tapered, it comes to a point blending brush, and I like it, but I feel like the base doesn't have as much give, whereas something like the number 14 has a little bit more bend to it. I feel this is a little bit stiffer at the base. Some people may like that, but I prefer something a bit more flexible. It is a very soft brush, all of these are, and it does work well with transition shades. I just wish it had a little bit more bend. Next up, we have a brow product that really isn't a brow product. This is the Got To Be Glued Styling Spiking Glue. It's about $7. ABH is about 20 something, and if this is going to work a lot better, then I can just rely on this. Look at all this product that I can make use of, and I will say with certainty that I prefer this one to the ABH one. I will not be getting rid of it. I'm eventually going to finish it up. This has been working so much better at keeping my brows stuck down and laid on my face because the ABH one doesn't have as much hold as I would like. Right now I have it on. My eyebrows are laid. They are hard, they are firm, they are flat. They are not going anywhere. If you like me to do like a wear test, I can do that for you, no problem. But I also want to be able to direct you to the video that I had seen and made me aware of this product. So let me know if you want a comparison. I can definitely do that, but I mean, spoiler alert, I prefer Got To Be. Moving right along, let us go to complexion. Starting off with a foundation, I still have not figured out why I got this foundation, but this is the Sephora Best Skin Ever, and I'm using the shade 29Y. Why I got this, I have no idea. I don't remember purchasing it, but I will say that I have no regrets. This is a really good foundation. I'm also willing to say, dare I say, that I like this better than the Fenty Pro Soft Matte Filter or something like that foundation. And I say that because with the Fenty foundation, it looks really good all over my skin, but my nose is a problem area because the texture on my nose is different from the rest of my face. It doesn't grip onto foundation as well. So I have a lot of streakiness with the Fenty, but when I used this foundation the past few times that I played with it, it doesn't do that on my nose. And I honestly really like how small it is. I don't run through foundation a lot. I'm sure a lot of us don't because we have like 3, 4, 12 in our collection. So I think this is like a really good size. It doesn't match my neck quite as well as some of the lighter ones do. That's why some of my foundations are lighter, because it matches my neck better. But this This matches like my face very well. I don't even remember it. Let's move on to bronzer stuff. Starting off with the Tower 28 Bronzino in Gold Coast. This bronzer does show up on me. It's a very subtle natural bronzer, but I like that. I kind of like this option for more natural days. There are a lot of times in my everyday life that I don't use as much makeup as I use on camera, so this is like perfect. And I do have this on my face today underneath the powder, and I think that it complements very well on my complexion. I could definitely use this on its own and just lightly dust over it, but for right now I have no regrets. This is really pretty, and I get why people use this for more natural looks because it really blends in and melts into the skin. And then for powder, I have the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer in the shade Medium. I have this on my skin today. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I love that there's no kick up. Like I have not seen a single speck of dust of powder in the air. Now it is a little bit warmer. It does cast a bit orangey red on my complexion, but I happen to like the way that it looks on my complexion and the way it warms up my face. Now this next product I got for free from Ulta. This is the NYX Matte Bronzer, and this is in the shade Medium. I was going to put this in my collection. I'm still thinking about it, but I haven't swatched it. I have a lot of bronzers, and I'm thinking maybe I could just give this to someone who is in need of one. I'll just find like a local makeup artist or makeup enthusiast on Island, and maybe I can just give it to them. But yeah, I'm leaning towards just giving this to somebody. Let's do eyeshadow first before blush. Starting off with the Natasha Denona Zendo mini palette. This is what I have on my eyes today. I'm convinced that maybe Natasha Denona isn't as bad as I thought it was. My first experience was the mini nude palette, and I did not like it at all. I thought that it was just like mediocre, but I think the curation of this palette is so much better. And I already have Biba on my wish list. Biba or Glam, I'm still torn, but I lean more Biba. But this is good. Can I just tell you guys, I don't know if I'm gonna get flack for this, but this is $25. And if you're interested in the Charlotte Tilbury quad, I forget which one it was, but there's something that you can get this look from. I'm not sure if it's a pillow talk. It's one of the quads that she has, but I think those go for like 50 something. Just get this. I mean, doesn't this look just give you Charlotte Tilbury feels? You can get the look for $25. Charlotte Tilbury, I love you, but not everyone can afford to spend $50 on 4 eyeshadows. And Tom Ford, by the way, not everyone can spend $88 on 4 eyeshadows. I love you too, but Jesus. Next up, we have the Viseart Spritz Edit palette. This little tiny thing here. It actually does not look like this. I did that so that I can remember what the names of the shades are. This is what it looks like here. I'm trying to get you good lighting. Pretty much like a safe, warm, corally gold palette, and I have been loving this as well. I did do a comparison video. Why I did it like versus each other, I'm not really sure. I think it's because they kind of give off the same look, at least in the video that I did. But in all honesty, it was just a first impressions for this brand and then giving this one another try. I ended up loving both. I am so glad that I picked them up. I've been really enjoying them and wanting to pull them from my collection, which is a good thing. And so if you're interested in that video, if I remember to, I can link it down below, but you can also check. It should be 2 videos back. I'm like trying to remember because it's been a few days since I filmed. Moving on to the cheek products, I'm going to start off with this free gift. This was the NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. It's a long name. And this is in the shade Baby Doll. I did use this once, and I took the applicator, this one here, and put some on the back of my hand, and I liked it. I did. But I have so many cream products at this point, and I feel like I can just give this to somebody as well. So I think that's what I'm gonna do with those 2 products, and let someone else enjoy and have fun with those products. For the other items that I purchased, we're starting off with a Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out in Daiquiri Drip. This shade here, I did use this in my previous video. Yes, it was. It is my previous video. I did apply this on my cheeks. So if you're interested, you can check out the video before this, and I will have a link to it at the end of this video. I kind of like this. This gives me like a sunburnt look on my complexion. It is a balmier texture, so it doesn't have as much pigment to it. But if you love the natural glass skin look, that's a good option, as well as this Tower 28 Beach Please. Why did I say peach please? This is in Golden Hour. This is absolutely stunning, and I did put this on my cheeks in the previous video, so you can refer to that. And on my cheeks today, by itself, nothing on top of it, I have the Rare Beauty Joy Blush. I just realized this is made in Korea. It's rare that you find like Western brands made in Korea. It's usually like China, USA, or Italy. But this is, again, the shade Joy. There is so much pigment in this blush that you literally need the tiniest peck, just a little dot the size of an ant. I put 2 little dots on and I got all of this, but I have no regrets. This is some powerful stuff. And here we are at the end of this video with some lip products. I'm going to be swatching them for you on the back of my hand. Let's start off with the one that I actually have on my lips. This is the NYX Matte Lipstick, yes, and this is in the shade Butter. I hate when brands do this where you twist it all the way down and it still has some of the lipstick showing, because I nick it all the time. But this is what it looks like, and it is what I have on the insides of my lips. In my last video, I mentioned that I wasn't sure how I felt about this particular lipstick, but after trying it a couple times with different lip liners, I think it's something that I would keep. I also picked up the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. Stockholm used to be my go-to when I used to collect these way back then, and I felt like London would be the perfect shade for my makeup preferences. Currently, I did use this in my last video, and I think it's just like a really good nude, like a solid nude for my complexion. I forgot how good this formulation was. Then I picked up 2 of these Wet n Wild lipsticks, and the first one here is in Skin Knee Dipping. It also does this weird thing where I can't twist it all the way down. A little bit upsetting, but what are you gonna do? That shade right there. And a lot of these lipsticks I purchased because I am I'm kicking out Velvet Teddy and Kinda Sexy from my lipstick collection. They're starting to get off a little bit, and I don't want to keep it and having to taste that yucky, like, ugh. Many of you know what I'm talking about if you refuse to get rid of your MAC lipsticks. But this next one here is in Bare It All, and that is that right there. Maybe I should just swatch Butter for you, because I do have lip gloss over my lipstick. Butter is the shade right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you have any ideas for future videos where I can use these products here, let me know, and I will be adding those to my video ideas list. But you will definitely be seeing them in future videos in whatever form I give them to you. If you guys like this makeup look, you know the drill. Check me out on Instagram. First link in the description box down below. There I post a photo of all my makeup looks along with all the products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.